Some people stay mad, saying, I'm hating on Dr. Umar. Nah, bro, we don't do that here. I just keep it real. Yes, he speaks powerfully about Africa and Black love, but that doesn't make him immune to criticism, especially when the words don't line up with the actions. If you only want to hear praise, then yeah, I'll disappoint you every time, because I don't see any man as perfect. Now, let's talk about this claim that he got 3,000 job applications for FDMG. 3,000 for a school that's not open. No students, no staff, no start date. But somehow, 3,000 resumes? Come on, bro. On one hand, it sounds like straight cap. On the other hand, Umar does have diehard supporters, so maybe people really did send applications hoping the school finally opens. But here's the pattern. Everything he presents sounds big, official, and professional until you stop and think. Then it hits you. Does any of this actually make sense? Even worse, none of these grand promises ever seem to materialize. Now there's a new chapter. Dr. Umar says FDMG will have 4 rounds of interviews, 2 video, 2 in person. 4 rounds. Bro, even Ivy League schools don't do all that. Then he adds the rules. You can't just send a resume, you need a cover letter explaining your background, where you're from, and whether you've suffered the snow bunny crisis or the rainbow crisis. His words, not mine. And once again, it sounds serious until you really think about it.
If you want to work at FDMG, there's going to be 4 rounds of interviews. If you want to work at FDMG, there's going to be video interview number 1, video interview number 2, on-site FDMG interview number 1, on-site FDMG interview number 2. Send your resumes in, fdmgresumes@gmail. Send your resumes in, fdmgresumes@gmail. We got 3,000 resumes. I've already started going through them. I have 3 issues with the resumes. Some of you are not telling me what your interests are at FDMG. I need to know what you want to do. Secretary work, gardening work, gun training work, academic instruction. What do you want to do? I need to know what you want. Some people say, just put me where you want to put me. I need to know. I'm going to put you where I want to put you, but I still need to know what your interests are. That's number 1. Number 2, some of you have not sent in cover letters. You must send in a cover letter with your resume. Teachers do not have to be curvy because this is about educating Black boys. This is not about relationships. I'm not worried about how my teachers look. They can all be skinny. I don't care about that. This is about the revolution of the African mind. Make sure you have a cover letter telling me about your background. Resume not going to do that. Resume is going to give me your employment history. Your cover letter going to tell me about you. Where are you from? Have you suffered the snow bunny crisis? Have you suffered the rainbow crisis? I need to know your background. You might be a recovering snow bunny addict. That's all right.
You really gotta confess your whole dating history just to teach algebra? Then he says, no photo, no consideration. No picture with the application means you're automatically out. That's wild. What school asks for headshots? This sounds more like a dating app than a school. And it gets worse. If you haven't donated to FDMG in the last 6 years, you're not getting hired. No donation, no interview. Imagine being a qualified teacher and hearing, you didn't donate back in 2019, so you're out. At this point, it's not about qualifications anymore. It's about loyalty. He's not looking for the best teachers. He's looking for the biggest fans. And if that's not a hustle, I don't know what is.
Why? You might be a recovering rainbow addict. That's all right. Well, let me know. Let me know. Why you want to work at my school? How I know you're not a hater trying to infiltrate? How do I know you're not an agent? And then also, I need a picture. I need to see what you look like. I need to see what you look like to feel the energy. You can learn a lot from a person. No photo, no consideration.
Wow.
No photo, no consideration. And then also on your resume or cover letter, you need to indicate if you've donated, and if so, under what name and when. Because if you ain't donate to the school in 6 years, you're not working at the school.
Wow.
You are not working at the school. Period. No donation, no interview. That's it.
Wow.
And this is why I say Dr. Umar be glitching sometimes. The moment he finishes talking about resumes, he slips into these wild stream of consciousness ideas. They sound powerful at first, but the more you think about them, the less they add up. Then he starts talking about this so-called alpha male retreat in Turnerland, 3 days of brotherhood, African alpha males only, no women, no coons, no tribalism, just paintball, camping, marching, and strategy talk. It sounds intense until you actually stop and think about it.
Resumes for Team Pan African. Resumes for NIBPA. Because if you ain't take NIBPA serious, I ain't really taking you serious. If you ain't taking NIBPA serious, I ain't taking you serious. Gotta be smelling good.
So NIBPA is some national board. I forgot. I had it listed over here. NIBPA is a National Independent Black Parent Association. So you got to be a member of that in order to apply, at least take it seriously in order to be a teacher at a school. Because it's coming. FDMG is coming tomorrow.
I'll be running into the supporters in the airport, taking pictures in the airport. Got to make sure I'm smelling good for the sisters and the elders, elder queen mothers. Shout out to all my alpha males out there. Nat Turner.
Okay. So that is the end of the interview. What do you need to do with the resume? I truly believe that he's glitching out right here. Watch this. He's going to talk about a conference that he wants to put on. And he's just, you know what? Let me just let y'all listen to it.
Alpha Male Weekend Retreat for Black Men. Nat Turner, Alpha Male Weekend Retreat. We going to Nat Turner Land. It's probably going to be in March. I got to talk to Khalifa Jr. We're going to set it up. We haven't had our meeting yet, but we're going to have 3-day retreat for alpha males. No African American tribalism. If you are a tribalist, you're not invited. Everything is Pan-African. Everything is Pan-African. Everything is Pan-African. Alpha male retreat at Nat Turner. We're going to camp. So get your guns, get your hunting equipment, get your long johns, get your tent, pack your clothes, your food. We're going to be cooking out. We're going to be hunting. We're going to be rifle ranging, and we're going to march the Nat Turner Trail. Alpha males only. Unapologetically African alpha males only. Bring your sons. They're more than welcome. Don't bring them if they too young. Okay? 12, 13, right? Rites of passage age. 12, 13, rites of passage age. Bring your 12 and 13-year-olds. You could probably bring your 10 and 11-year-olds. Okay? 3 days. There's going to be male. We're going to talk. We're going to strategize. We're going to talk about our responsibility to Black women. We're going to talk about our responsibility to Black women, our responsibility to each other. We're going to talk about the coons in the conscious community, the coons on YouTube. We're going to talk about how to build, how to organize, how to strategize. Alpha males. Alpha males.
For everyone's health and safety, Face coverings must be worn by all passengers and all personnel while at the airport.
3 days, and we're going to have
Cooperation.
a paintball competition. We're going to go paintballing during the 3-day alpha male retreat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's just throwing this stuff up. There's been no planning. It's not like he's even reading from a script. He literally is just glitching out. He's just coming off the top of the head, paintballing, hunting, fishing. Wait till you hear what time of year he's going to be doing this. Like, dude, at what point do you, where is Nat Turner land anyway? I need to look that up. But at what point do you say, man, this is craziness? Watch this.
I love paintball. We're going to get the paintball war on. We're going to get the paintball war on. We're going to get the paintball war on. I'm going to do it in March, so it ain't too cold. January, February going to be too cold. We're going to do it in March. I can't wait to go camping. We might go fishing out there. We're going to have some fun, brothers. And we're going to do this regularly, the Nat Turner retreat, the Nat Turner weekend retreat. We don't want to bring the women to this one because we got to focus. See, when the women come around, we don't stay focused. We might do the sisters at the next retreat, but this one is going to be brothers. Brotherhood. We got to get the brotherhood bond together. We got to get the brotherhood bond.
He was talking like a kid planning summer camp. Rifles, paintball, camping in Virginia. March. Wild, right? And guess what? It never happened. Same with the 3,000 resumes and the so-called alpha male retreat. The school? Still not open. That's the pattern. Big talk, big hype. Donations, but no results. Excuses, distractions, new plans. Nothing ever materializes. Umar knows how to speak to Black communities, especially Black women, but compliments often turn into leverage, loyalty, or money expected in return. Before you tie your name or business to him, ask yourself, does this help or hurt you? Big promises don't equal real results. That's the reality.